all of you. Well, as best, fog is a good excuse to cuddle in bed, and for singles, is hot chocolate or a noodle soup. Or a nightmare for air traffic. But for my come from, fog has brought a lot of possibilities, just like the communities that I am coming from in the southeast part of Morocco. So none of the best ideas are purely human. The products of man's intelligence, this is what some engineers today identify as biomimicry, an innovation inspired by and grounded in nature. That is, when the very process of inventing is just fact, adapting after a long observation of how nature has solved the same challenge. As species, we create design and strategies that move us to be better adapted to life on Earth over a long haul. And when you ask yourself how to be better adapted to this planet, there are no better species that have predeceased us for billions of years. Just like these Namib desert beetles that gathers water from fog that condenses in its bumpy back. We all agree that having safe drinking water at the tap is an appropriate water treatment essential for human health and the entire ecosystem. The quality of surface water and groundwater is a great wealth for human health. But there are serious threats to fresh water and quality availability to billions of livings on this planet today. And if global temperature continues to rise, rainfall will increasingly become at base of extreme weather. Dry spells there and floods here, and intense water storage elsewhere. As early as 2025, the World Health Organization estimated that half of the world's population will be living in water stress. It is clear now, we have been documenting this for such a long time. Rain pattern changed and global warming continues in its rise. Like other parts in the world, the community most affected by this are the poorest one. As concerns my country, Morocco's water has dropped by 80% to reach 500 cubic meters per inhabitant per year against 2,500 cubic meters in 1960. Well, this climate change has profoundly affected the community and their ways of life, from abandoning ancestral knowledges and practices. Honey production, terrace agriculture, up to migration to cities, girls missing school and fishing for water for three hours a day, sometimes for compromised quality. The region is suffering for extreme increase in frequency, intensity, and drought, engendering extreme weather events. And hopefully, Mother Earth has given us a flooding hope. The phenomenon of fog sea can easily be harvested, and fog sea are created by cold current in our ocean, which form high humidity that generates fog, very thick fog. And we, at the Darcy Ahmed, with our hardworking team and our German partners, we are the living example that drinking fog water is not an idea, but a reality. We are the largest fog collection project in the world with an energy-free and low-tech 1,700 meter cube of nets, an average of 34 tons of water daily, 30 kilometers of piping, and 100 meter square of water storage capacity. Now, we serve 190 households, 3 mosques, 3 schools, livestock, which is the main income for this local community. The women now, as Selka said from Edashore, we no longer live with fear and thirst for ourselves and our animals. Well, to harvest fog, wind is needed to push the humid air into the mesh so it can be transformed into water. The intangibility of catching fog is further enriched now by this component usually not associated with fog, which is sound. We have welcomed an experiment installation to collect the sound of fog in Bot Mesgida. The project name, called Cloud Space, is building on a previous experiment, listening to the sound of melting Fernand Glacier in Austria by the German artist Aldis Kahler. Well, listening to the fog, listening to the wind pushing the fog through the cloud fissure is like listening to a natural orchestra. And in keeping with our approach of always exploring different ideas, we explored how adding a selection of locally man-made sound to this natural orchestra would open a new venture of ecology-based art.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mother Earth.
Thank you very much.